This video captures a tense courtroom confrontation between Judge Perkins and a sovereign citizen defendant, Mr. Hicks, whose repeated attempts to challenge the court's authority quickly turn the hearing into chaos. From the very start, Hicks refuses to accept the court's jurisdiction, insisting that the judge has no legal power over him. He continuously interrupts the proceedings with unusual legal arguments, trying to control how the case should move forward. Despite the constant disruptions, Judge Perkins remains calm and firmly reminds the defendant that courtroom rules still apply to everyone. As the hearing continues, the conflict intensifies when the judge presents Hicks with two clear options: accept a plea agreement or take the case to a jury trial. Instead of choosing, Hicks argues that he has the right to decide what type of trial the court should hold. Judge Perkins immediately rejects those claims and warns him against interrupting again. The exchange becomes increasingly heated as the defendant refuses to cooperate while the judge struggles to keep the hearing on track. However, the biggest surprise comes during the final pre-trial hearing when it's revealed that the officers subpoenaed to appear in court are missing. Because the necessary witnesses are absent, Judge Perkins has no choice but to dismiss the cases against Mr. Hicks. But even after the dismissal, Hicks continues arguing and boldly demands that the court reimburse his legal costs and fees. Judge Perkins quickly shuts down the request and ends the hearing, bringing the dramatic courtroom battle to a close.
You say I have been?
Would you like to litigate against me?
I'm not litigating anything against you.
Okay, you have been practicing law across the bench since we started this. And I'm challenging jurisdiction today.
Okay. What do you want to do, Mr. Hicks? You want a trial date or you want the office in the back?
I'm challenging jurisdiction.
Okay, put it in a motion.
I don't have to put it in a motion. I don't have to put it in a motion.
If I say you do, you do.
No, you don't have the right to do that. You don't have a Congress number. You don't have delegated authority to do that.
Okay. All right. Well,
I'm challenging jurisdiction.
Trial date. I'm denying. What is your motion? You're challenging my jurisdiction?
I'm challenging everybody's jurisdiction because you have none.
Okay, so
honor your oath of office, please. Honor your oath of office, okay?
Are we going to sit here and debate those positions?
It's not a debate. It's my constitutional right. It's my constitutional right.
You think so? Okay,
I know so. Are you violating my constitutional rights on how you deem them to be?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I don't believe so.
And then please don't have me file for Title 18, 242.
Please do.
Okay, I have a transcript from all the other times I talked with you because you've been practicing across the bench for the longest.
Okay, so what are you going to do today, Mr. Hicks?
Challenge jurisdiction.
And how are you challenging that?
Because you have no jurisdiction. You have the burden of proof is on whoever assessed the jurisdiction. Because you don't have.
So Mr. Hicks, you're a grown man. Let's have a few seconds. Wait a minute. Let's have a few second conversation, okay? Now let's get this straight. I'm running this show, okay? So if I'm going to allow you to talk and say what you have to say, you're talking about challenging jurisdiction right now. That's what the discussion is. I say I have jurisdiction. The court rules say I have jurisdiction. The Constitution of the state of Michigan say I have jurisdiction. So I'm denying. No, don't talk while I'm talking. I'm denying your motion as far as you contesting my jurisdiction. Okay? So take your hood off, please. So other than that, what else do you want? How do you want to proceed now moving forward?
I motion to dismiss.
I'm denying that motion. Okay, let me ask you this. What basis are you denying the motion to dismiss?
Because no crime, a bill of attainder, no injured party. I told you all of this at the beginning, and you denied everything. You practice over the bench.
Okay, so now I'm going to give you two options.
As a matter of fact, hold on. Give me a minute. You even went through a 10 and 3 because you started threatening me. You remember that?
No, you were the one. Wait a minute. You were the one, Mr. Hicks, that said, "Oh,
you have the transcripts." Yeah, I said it. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
I thought about that.
You don't even have a
I
license
thought about
to
that.
law.
Listen, this whole
have license to practice law. Come on, the jig is up.
All right. So now the jig is up with you. So I'm not letting you say any more about this. I'm denying your motions. Now I'm going to give you two options. The first option is you can either take the deal that's in the file, or we can. Okay. Don't talk while I'm talking.
I tell you what.
Don't talk while I'm talking.
A few minutes. I got your paperwork ready. I got your paperwork ready. You really want to
talk?
You really want to do this?
All right. Now I'm going to give you one more time to interrupt me. If you interrupt me again, I'm going to hold you in contempt of court. Okay. All right. So the other option is we set a jury trial, and we'll set the jury trial. I'll give you motion dates where you can have the dates and you can put all of your stuff in writing that you want before the court. And I'll make a date on that date. I'll make a date when I'll rule on those motions. So do you want the offer or do you want the jury trial date and the motions dates?
I thought that the trial was up to me, whether I have a bench trial or a jury trial. It's not up to you.
No, it's not up to you. I'm giving you. Everybody has a right to a jury trial.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to allow you to exercise that jury trial right. I'm not going to sit here and entertain a bench trial for you. Let a jury of your peers determine your innocence or guilt.
Why would I do that?
How?
I have the right to either or. You're not the one.
No, you don't have a right. No, you don't have a right to either or.
Yes, I do. Of course, I do.
All right. I'm moving on.
All right, move on.
You didn't answer my question, so I'm moving on, and I'm going to put you out, or at least mute yourself. All right, let's do this, and let's go back on the record one more time with Mr. Treat this like you're in the courthouse. Remove your hat, please, Mr. Hicks. All right. What are we going to do? The officers were supposed to be here today. I'm only dealing with SP 1442547, counts 1, 2, and 3, SP 144-27651, and SP 5008721. I'm only dealing with those matters. And the officers are not here, so we're going to make this easy. And now, what I don't appreciate is, I thought about that comment that you made that last time. Basically, you're almost like a little lightweight threat that you had toward me, saying that, oh, I'm only doing this. I'm only this way because I'm being protected by the bench. That's absolutely not. I'm the same way 24 hours a day. Okay? So let's get that straight. This robe has nothing to do with me as a man. All right, I'm going to dismiss the cases because no officer appeared. I don't want to hear anything else you have to say.
Oh, beautiful.
All right, bye.
This courtroom hearing quickly turns tense as sovereign citizen defendant Mr. Hicks repeatedly challenges Judge Perkins and refuses to recognize the court's authority. From the opening moments, Hicks insists that the judge has no jurisdiction over him and continuously interrupts the proceedings with unusual legal arguments. Judge Perkins remains firm throughout the hearing, repeatedly warning the defendant to stop interrupting and follow courtroom procedure. Despite the disruptions, the judge refuses to let the courtroom fall into chaos and continues moving the case forward. As the hearing progresses, the judge explains that Mr. Hicks has two legal options: he can either accept a plea deal or proceed to a jury trial. Instead of making a decision, Hicks argues that he has the right to choose the kind of trial the court should conduct. Judge Perkins immediately rejects the claim and reminds him that court procedure is determined by law, not personal beliefs. The exchange becomes increasingly heated as Hicks continues trying to argue over technicalities while the judge attempts to maintain order. The most surprising moment comes during the final pre-trial hearing when the court realizes that the officers who were subpoenaed to testify are not present. Without the required witnesses, the prosecution is unable to continue, forcing Judge Perkins to dismiss the cases against Mr. Hicks. However, even after the dismissal, Hicks continues arguing and demands that the court pay his legal fees and expenses. Judge Perkins quickly denies the request and ends the hearing, closing out a dramatic courtroom exchange filled with arguments, interruptions, and an unexpected conclusion.